Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 7, or is it day 8? Let's see. Day 8 of Vlogmas. I had to definitely look at my watch to see what day it was because listen, we are still in Nutcracker heaven, so excuse me. But today we're going to be talking about the most coveted presents for the Sewists in your life, aka yourself as well. Okay, friends? So yes, if you sew, I'm talking about you. And hashtag treat yourself this season as well as every other season. With that, let's go ahead and get started into my very merry holiday list for the Sewists in your life. Now, before we get started, I do want to just talk about how you should be buying yourself gifts, yes. But the gifts that I'm going to be talking about are not going to be quite the obvious, like, I don't know, gift cards to pattern companies, pattern brands, or fabrics, those sorts of basic things. Because you know what? We actually want those things year round, okay? So what are we talking about this go round? We're talking about some like things that are going to either one, make your sewing life a little bit easier, two, give you a highly coveted setup that will make your sewing plans that much more easy to accomplish. And we might even be just talking about some things that add a little bit of, you know, a little je ne sais quoi, a little razzle dazzle, a little bit of extra to your creating. And here's the thing, we deserve the extra. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. We're only going to be counting down a couple of them. I don't exactly know how many because listen, again, your girl's still in Nutcracker mode. So we're doing the best that we can with what it is that we got. So basically I made a list of things that I would like to receive as a sewist. So let's get started on that. We're kicking off with the most obvious thing, right? That is these here sewing medallions. And yes, we got upgraded from tokens to medallions. Why? Because my girl Raven was like, hey, Aronica, can you send me a link to your sewing medallions? And then she was like, oops, I meant tokens. And I was like, nah, B, we're sticking with medallions because medallions is giving luxury. And that's what I'm here for. So we have the sewing pattern inspiration tokens or medallions, excuse me, as well as the pattern hack medallions. So if you're like, Aronica, what the hell are these and why is it that I would want that? Now, if you are a creator who has ever once been like, I know that I would really like to create, except I don't know what to create, raise your hand. So the idea behind these pattern inspirations is for you to shake all of the medallions that are inside of here, which is 18 in each of these sets. You stick your little hand in and you pull it out and you make whatever it says to make. Now it's like, Aronica, well, what the hell is in there? We got inspirations for bags, accessories, menswear, women's wear, outerwear, panties, undies, you name it. So fantastic gift. Why? Because I think that we all end up in these creative slumps where we want to make something, but we're just not exactly sure. I know that Julie and I have both talked about this a lot on the AUDASEWTEA podcast. Yes, insert shameless plug for my Here podcast, okay? And this is something that has helped both of us because he also owns them as well. Get out of that rut. The second one is for pattern hacking. Now, some of you may or may not know this about me, but I started back sewing, really getting back into sewing, should I say, by testing out patterns. But before I was testing out patterns, the way that I got noticed is because I was hacking the hell out of some patterns to the point where I was almost like redrafting these patterns. So that's why we have the pattern hack inspiration. One of my favorite things about, of course, hacking patterns is it takes something that anyone can make if we follow the tutorial, but it allows you to elevate it to the next level and truly make it your own because you've done something different. Now, you all know that I love a dramatic sleeve or obviously something done differently with the sleeve. That is in here, you know, talking about slashing and spreading those sleeves to give some puff, right? Give a little drama for the people. Also taking and changing up other silhouettes of the patterns, all of that inside of here. Fantastic present for the sewists in your life. Also, if you are the sewist in your life, go ahead and send this video on to someone who loves you and wants to buy you things, okay? You're welcome, friends. Let me hide her for a second. But the next gift that is up on this here list is definitely going to be a dress form, okay? My dress form is by the Shop Company, and it is one of the very few economically priced plus size dress forms that are on the market. My favorite thing about this is that, like for me, I'm smaller in the bust area. And then listen, when we get to the hips, booty, and thighs, well, you know, they don't tell any lies and they're out here performing miracles. But you can go ahead and add stuffing in order to pad out your ooh, she got a booty. To go ahead and pad out your dress form as you see fit. The thing about it is I didn't have to do any of this on my own. I let the shop company know that I was going to order it based off of my bust. I also went ahead and added having that padding included. They sent the padding as well as this here cute little bodysuit number. Yes, we could absolutely make it, but that's fine. This is definitely highly coveted. Why? Because this is the perfect mannequin to be draping, to be leaving your garments hanging up on, to do your hemming. Because we know if you're making a circle skirt, which are super cute, you got to let that baby hang for at least 24 hours before you hem it. Same thing with those beautiful bias cut skirts. Shout out to Lindsay of the Stitch Fix, aka Stay Stitch Patterns, because their Cocoa bias skirt, hands down, my favorite. But you have to let that hang. Have it hang on that dress form. So that way when you go to do your hemming, it's that much easier. I love this dress form because it has such a solid base that you know it's not going to break. In my garage, I have a broken one, and it's my second broken one that was from, I think it was like, I can't even tell you what company it's by, but it is not for me. Not for me. So the shop company, and if you check the caption below, I might even have a little discount code for you. Okay, friend? Okay. Now this present here is not only for my projector sewing friends. This is for anyone, but I will say that if you sew with a projector, this is going to be your best friend. What am I talking about? It's a little big, but let me pull it up for you, okay? These sew tights, and it's a sewing magnetic cutting system, y'all. So what do I mean by a magnetic cutting system? What I mean is that this is a cutting mat that has a metal base, right? So underneath the cutting mat is this metal base. It has the magnets to hold the fabric in place so that as you're running that rotary cutter, nothing is moving, nothing is shifting. And don't worry, I have a video about this coming up very soon, so you can see it in play, okay? So I also may have a little discount code for this as well, so make sure you check that caption, okay? But these sew tights, they were developed by people in the sewing community because they saw the need for it. They ran out, trademarked it. Here for it, babes. Okay. So the Sew Tights magnetic cutting system comes in a couple of different options. I have the, let's see, what size is this one? Yeah, I don't even know. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so you don't need the pins, and y'all know I don't use pins already. Okay. So this one is a 20 by 24 mat. So very, very excited about that. If you have a larger cutting space, you might want to go ahead and grab one or two. But definitely high up on that like Christmas wish list for the sewists, okay? Trust me, you'll win with that. Okay, but Veronica, I'm not trying to spend all that money. Okay, I hear you, babe. I hear you because the economy is tough right now. It's fine. Here's something else. Who doesn't love iridescent cutting tools? Because I know I do, okay? Treat the person, also known as yourself possibly, in your life to some iridescent cutting tools. I got mine from Tula Pink, aka Amazon.com. Left that link down there for you as well, okay? Before we move on, let me also just say that you don't only have to do specific sewing supplies, right? Because I have this Frocktails candle. We all know what Frocktails is. I got this from Intensely Distracted. It smells so good. And if we're working in these spaces, listen, we need to have something that smells a little good, okay? So they don't only have to be sewing specific notions, because we need some things that are in here as well. So even thinking outside of the box, like a box of snacks, so that when your sewing friend gets hungry, they have a little snackety snack that's ready for them. Give them a little smell good. You know what I'm saying? Let's think outside of the box. I've got another really great one for you. Okay, so cinema to go. Veronica, why would any sewist want this? Okay, because look, We're sitting down and we're sewing, and sometimes we're just like, can I watch a movie while I'm doing this? This here little tool, it magnifies your phone, making it easier for you to see. This is perfect if you're here for watching videos, or if you're trying to follow a tutorial and you need for it to be a little bit bigger and you don't have a computer, a tablet sitting next to you. Fantastic. This is also really great, like if you're a parent and you guys like to eat out and you just need to keep your kids occupied so that they don't disturb your meal, or if you're just taking a break from engaging them, which is fine for parents to do. Save the shame for someone else. Fantastic. So it doubles as that. Let me show you what this looks like outside of the box because I use one regularly. So this one is mine, and this is what it looks like. It's not heavy, it's super light. So if you are trying to double it up so that you can really get more bang for your buck, which I highly recommend, okay? This is it. Super easy. And then you just drop your phone right here. Look at how much bigger my hand is. Look at that. So definitely stop playing with the people and go ahead and get this, okay? Link is also down there in that caption, okay, friends? So what else would the sewing person in your life like? Labels. I know, it's like, Veronica, is that even a gift? It is. Anytime I break out my labels, these are my personal labels. I got them from Dutch Labels. Here we have them. It says sewn by Veronica. Super cute. I ordered a huge ass bag of them. If you're like, hey, I don't necessarily need all that, I highly recommend my girl Tanisha. This says Woo Chile. And this one says black tax included, for black people to use. And then, of course, my girl Stephanie, tagged by Stephanie. I've actually used all of the labels that I have of hers, so I don't have any to show you. But tagged by Stephanie also offers a plethora of sewing labels, okay? Fantastic gifts, friends. Why? Because we always need to throw a label into something because it makes us feel really good and like we're professionals, okay? Now listen, y'all already know that I'm a projector sewist, okay? So obviously a projector is up on the list. I highly recommend the Epson Brightlink, any model that you can find, and I suggest going on to eBay to get it. If you're like, hey girl, how do I know? Like if it's a good one, I highly recommend enrolling in one of my classes. My classes start back up next year. If you want to be like someone's husband, you should just reach out, have your spouse reach out to me, okay? Because I talk to the husbands. Have your spouse reach out to me and figure out what is going to be best for your setup, and then have them buy the classes for you. Simple as that. So you're welcome in advance for that, okay? Again, links are going to be in the caption. This is going to take me a long time to get the caption together because I keep saying the links are going to be there, and they are. Now listen, I've got another one for you. And this is going to sound a little out there. Just follow me though, okay? So getting high quality measurements can be really hard, especially if you are alone most of the time. I have something that will help you with that. Now, before y'all are like, Veronica, you are insane. I promise I'm not. I swear by it. It's amazing. These are the Zozo Fit measuring like body wear, okay? So when you put it on, right, you put it on and there's an app that will do an entire body scan and give you the most accurate measurements that they can. So no more struggling to be like, oh my God, I think my measuring tape slipped when I was trying to measure above my bust or anything like that. That will do all of the measuring for you and get you the most accurate fit possible, right? Also, if you're like me and you're working out and you're trying to lose some weight, it'll also track that for you as well. So double trouble. You're welcome. Okay. All right, friends. So I think that's about it. Let me think long and hard about it. I'm not done. I would be absolutely remiss if I did not encourage you to go out and purchase my Rustic Chic collection of threads. Why? Because they have a collection of some of the most beautiful threads ever. I love the color combination that I put inside of this box. It is truly fantastic. The colors go with a lot. In fact, I kind of regularly wear these colors anyway. But definitely hands down, gifting someone high quality thread that are in beautiful colors. Yes, Yes, we are here for it. Okay, friends? So with that, I want you to get out, go shopping, aka click those links that are down below. Most of them are either affiliate links or they are somehow associated with me. So I really do appreciate you shopping those links there. And with that, that wraps up my suggestions for gifts for the Sewists in your life. But I really am interested in making sure that we cover all of our bases. So do me a solid and drop what it is that you would like to receive for Christmas this year, or for Hanukkah, or for Kwanzaa, or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate this season. Let me know what it is that you would want to receive below. And I don't know, maybe somebody else would want to get it too, because sharing is caring. So if you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment on this here video, as well as subscribing to my channel. Turn on the bell so that you receive notifications anytime I go live, because you know your girl goes live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. So tune in live and watch me sew. And with that, that's a wrap for day 8 of Vlogmas.